Jenn, rough night shooting. It looked like you guys were going pretty well, running with them there in the first half, and then the shots just weren't falling. It seemed like.
Yeah, I thought in the second quarter, especially, we got a lot of really good shots that we typically are hitting, or at least would hit 50% of them, and I don't think we even hit 10% of them. So, as that happens against a team that's as potent and efficient offensively as NC State is, you start to dig yourself a hole and you start to kind of shake your head a little bit, and that's when you really got to dive in and just try to find ways to get stops and get some easy baskets. And I did not think we did a very good job of that. I didn't think we did a good enough job attacking and getting to the free throw line where we could earn some free shots. And so, a little, obviously very disappointed in the outcome. They're really good. We knew that already. But I don't think we gave them our best game either. So.
Was it tough to come back after you guys shot so well the other day? I mean, it's hard to put those games back to back, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, percentages, I guess. I'm not a big analytics / mathematician, but percentages would say this probably was what was coming, because they would even out to probably where we really do shoot. But, when you're at home in your own arena, you hope you're going to shoot a little bit better because we practice here and they don't. But, you can say that at Clemson for them. And it didn't affect us at all. The first time we shot at Clemson was in the game. We didn't go to the night before. We didn't do a shoot around. So, it's just a matter of, whether we were a little too hyped, too nervous. I don't know what it was. I told each kid they kind of look at themselves in the mirror and kind of figure out why they were a little tight or why they felt like they were rushing their shot or whatever. And I'll give NC State a lot of credit. I knew they came in and we knew they were going to be focused. They were fresh. They didn't play over the weekend. Their game got canceled because of COVID. So while we were playing and battling it out with Clemson, they were sitting at home watching the game probably together. And it's just, that's part of the way this season is going. And, the good thing for us now is we're off on Sunday. It's our bye. We get to kind of get refreshed a little bit. Miami is off on Sunday too. So neither team has extra time to get ready for the other. We'll both kind of go into Thursday refreshed and ready to go. And it'll be a battle. It'll be a dogfight.
And what do you do when kind of everybody goes cold kind of at the same time? How do you kind of battle through that as coach?
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, we tried to, I thought Vanna kept us kind of in it a little bit. She seemed to be the only one that could kind of score. Mora, I thought, was probably, we probably needed it. One of our emphasis coming in is we really wanted to move the ball and make them defend multiple actions. And, I thought at times we did a great job of that and then got a great shot and just missed it. And so then you start to get a little bit like antsy about hitting a shot or trying to find a great pass to a teammate. And again, I thought Ratza did a good job with that. I know she had one drive and she hit Liv Samuel for an easy uncontested layup. And, when you can get those, you got to be able to, that's what you got to work for. You got to work to either get to the free throw line or get a shot, an easy shot for a teammate. And at times tonight we did that, but we obviously did not do it enough. I think when you look at, our big three, big four, big five, whatever, when only one of them gets to double figure scoring, and you look at the other two and just the 1 for 9, 1 for 6, and even 3 for 9 out of Mora, I don't know that we win games like that. I thought Liv Samuel came in and really did give us a boost. She was a spark. She was very good offensively for us. And I think moving forward, we need that. We need that going into the next games and into the tournament and into the NCAAs. The more we can get off the bench and kind of help some. She's a great screener and a big time rebounder for us and is tough. So we just got to kind of forget this one. Know that that's where we want to be. We want to beat top fives because we want to be top five. And until we do that, we got to keep going back and keep getting better. And getting better and breaking it down and individually and as a team getting better.
Jenn, will you guys come back and forth between Florida, or do you get to stay down there for 3 days?
We actually are going to stay down there now. We were coming back, but just with the travel and going into the tournament and just, our kids are in Zoom classes, we think, on Friday for the most part anyway. So they will still be in every single class as if they were in Winston in their dorms. But we'll fly down to Miami on Wednesday, play, and then fly Thursday after the game to Tallahassee and just be there Friday, Saturday, play Sunday, and come home. A little bit of chance to save our legs a little, especially going into the tournament, and save a little bit of that travel.
And one more thing, I wanted to get your reaction. There's going to be no fans at the tournament, except I guess for family members. You've been doing it all year, but still, it's just going to seem weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be tough because the ACC tournament is like no other conference tournament. I've had the privilege to be in a lot of them and a lot of great conferences, but it's an event. But it's an event because of the fans being a part of it. And so, you know, we've played in empty arenas, so it won't be different in that respect. But you know, you've got to generate your own energy and your own excitement. It's going to be an interesting one because, you know, as you watch standings and you've got different amounts of games that people played, winning percent. Like, I don't really understand how they're going to do standings right now. You know, you just got to keep us locked in on what we got to focus on and make sure we pay attention to the details. And at least our families, I think each kid gets 2. So it's not even your whole families can come. It's going to be very limited. And, you know, you know, we're grateful to have an opportunity to go over there and play it though. So, you know, we got to take what we can get there.
Coach, what does the next week look like for you guys? How much time do you give the girls off before you guys start to practice and get ready to leave on Wednesday for Miami?
Yeah, we'll take tomorrow off completely, and then we're actually going to lift and work out on Saturday and Sunday. You know, we can do some shorter workouts, and then our normal routine is Monday off anyway, and then Tuesdays are kind of walk through film, Wednesday practice, and go play on Thursday. So we will kind of do our live practice Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Again, trying to get them some rest and recovery for these legs going in this like final stretch. These last 2 weeks being critical for us, for what, you know, for this team, and then preparing us for what's next, you know, and going to the NCAAs. So, you know, some of them need the break. You know, we'd like to try to give 2 days off, but it's just too much we need to get done. So we'll try to spread it out so that our breaks are coming a little closer to the game day as well, versus try to give them 2 days off now and then wear them out going into the games.
Playing amateur bracketologist here, obviously a win tonight would have been, you know, huge for your tournament resume. It just seems like now the next 2 games become even more important, doesn't it? Do you feel like you need to get them both, or are you afraid to put that much pressure out there?
Yeah, I don't want to put that kind of pressure out there. I feel like it's 2 that we feel like we should be able to go and get, but I do think, you know, those 2 teams are way different than when we played them back a month ago to 10 games ago, however long it was. And you're going to play them on their home courts, and it might be senior night for both of their teams because it tends to end up that way this late in the season. You know, I personally think we've done enough, but we're Wake Forest. And so people aren't going to think that. You know, our non-conference schedule was set up to put us in this position, playing 2 top 25 programs right off the bat and getting a win against one. You know, obviously the Louisville game, I think that's got to stand for something, that we took them to 1 point. Today hurt, and it would have been for sure probably lock in if you could have won today. But, you know, we can control our own destiny, and right now that's Miami, and that's our next point of emphasis is what challenges, what do we have to do, what do we have to kind of clean up before we play Miami. And then, you know, it's another 2-game season for us. Like, that's what we kind of been doing. This week we went 1-1, so next week we want to go 2-0, and then we reset again going into the tournament and think about, you know, we want to win our next game. That's been our goal all year, is win the next game. And so, you know, it's just trying to keep them positive and thinking about that process, and not worrying about the outcome of the results. And, you know, I've always said you can't put it all in one game, because what happens when you lose that game? How do you get them back up and motivated? And this group has been great, because I think they know that they feel like they're proving it, and they know they still have to do that on the court. And so, you know, I thought our 3 road wins were huge. You know, it's anytime you get road wins in this conference period, it's a big deal. But when you can get them at a Virginia Tech or Georgia Tech and even Clemson, like, those are 3 huge wins on the road for us. You know, I'd like to have another shot back at going to Notre Dame, because I think we started to figure things out a little bit more on the road. But, you know, now we got to go 2 more. And a lot of people looked at our schedule, and I think they counted us out because we were finishing so much in February on the road. Now our challenge is, can we step up to that challenge 2 more times?